Okay, hey guys, we're going live here. So I don't know what platform you're on. We've got the polished version in the middle here, and then the other socials on the side. So yeah, stoked to have you guys with us. Just give everyone a couple of minutes to jump on. This is just Q&A, so super random. You're welcome to ask whatever you want. But the key bit of info I've brought is delivery updates. So got heaps of people either have just purchased bikes and want to know where their bikes are. Some people have waited for different models, and then there's a lot of you guys who are looking to get it as well. So also we've got Blake here, Temp Sits. He's out test riding bikes at the moment. So we'll talk a bit about our leasing fleet. He's going to do some content, so see if we can rope him in. You might hear the boys in the background here assembling ST400s, and Nick is here getting one of our lease Kawasaki Ninja 650s ready. So yeah, we'll be jumping. I guess we'll just jump straight into it. Maybe give him one more minute. Peppy, he's behind the screen there. So Josh, if you get any questions, just like yell them out to me and I'll answer. And yeah, you guys are welcome to shoot any questions. Obviously, I just got to say at the start, they make me do disclaimers on these things these days. We might talk about the price of bikes, things like that. Obviously, go to your website or go to the local dealer and make sure you read any terms and conditions. I can talk about payment plans and stuff, but just generally, most people buy a BRAP either on payment plan or now the leasing program. Heaps of people are doing that. So yeah, it's all moving forward. So Blake's just got back here. He's riding a 2022 model Ninja 650 that we've added to the fleet. So we're going to get Blake and a heap of different content creators just come and check the bikes out. And this is the warehouse, obviously. So it's it's not a showroom, but it's our kind of main base where we get all the bikes ready to go out across the country. We've got our trucks out there and everything. So we just had different guys like Blake come and check out the fleet and see. They took a Harley 500 earlier. He's just taken a Ninja. He's bought an ST400. Actually, he hasn't paid, but he's doing the deal today. So that's pretty cool. He's going to do a scrambler. So yeah, anyway, we're just trying to get people's reactions to having all types of bikes on the fleet. So let's get into it. I reckon that's enough time. Am I good to go, Peppy? I've kind of filled this up just to let anyone, we sent an email out to say jump on and hear delivery updates. So first thing I just want to show you guys is if you're new to BRAP and you've purchased one of our build to order promos, I want to show you how to get delivery updates so you don't have to wait for us. We do our best to keep them updated, but basically we're just going to go to the BRAP website. I don't know how well you can see it, but in the menu, if you're on mobile, you can click on the menu in the mobile format, but right here, hover over delivery updates and click on either freight, dispatch, prep, or delivery updates. Now, if you just want to know where your bike generally is, like you've purchased a bike in a shipment on a build to order promo, you want to know generally when it's going to arrive, go delivery updates. If your bike, you know your bike's here, like it's about to be ready to be put on a truck to you, make sure you've gone to the dispatch prep pages, bought your freight, any extras you might want, all that stuff. Really the dispatch prep, just do it as soon as you can, just to make sure your bike, no admin holds your bike up when it's ready to go. So I'm just going to read straight from here. I know that heaps of you guys that buy build to orders, you just want the bikes quicker. So I know you want more detail, you want more info. We do our best just to keep it general, because what we do is it's kind of like a first in, first serve. So the earliest or the oldest, the person who's waited the longest gets their bike soonest generally. Obviously we can't promise that. You might see some people get lucky, got their bike early just because our truck's got to go that area. So we never delay the super late people, but sometimes like a guy might get his bike a week or two ahead of you, because the bike estimates are based on our dispatch when they leave here. We can't give you an estimate on how long it might take to get to your town, because we have the whole country where we deliver bikes. So anyway, dispatch means dispatch from this warehouse. So I'm just going to go in here, just give you a rundown. I thought I'd just run through every model. So our most popular bike is the ST250, so that's our cafe racer. Man, that thing's been going hot still, even though its big brother, the ST400, has just landed. You can see them behind me here. ST400 people, they're ready to go, like assembled. You can see them, we've test ridden them. You can probably hear Daz in the background here about to start bikes. He's test riding all the ST400s. Huge input and focus on our quality control with the assembly guys, but we're just waiting for Vic Roads and the state governments to upload each model or each bike into their system so you can register them. So normally takes a day, it's been a week. So any day for ST400s, they're in stock. If you've already ordered, you'll be fulfilled first. if you're looking to order today, now's the best time. Although we've said 90 days on the ST400, a little sneak inside, I know they're in stock at the moment, so you probably get lucky. So if you're gonna order an ST400 today is the day, or do it soon, talk to Lisa or your dealer team. ST250, they're basically sold out now, so if you're looking to get an ST250 today, you're gonna have to wait. We've put the build to order estimate at 60 to 90 days dispatch, so keep that in mind if you're ordering. We've super discounted to make it worth your wait, but it's gonna be a couple of months before you get your ST250. There are some STs, there's about a dozen ST250s here from people who've already ordered and getting ready to dispatch. So you would have heard from Anna and the logistics team. M3 250s, they're again about 60 to 90 days. So again, huge promos, trying to make it worth your wait. But that bike's been super popular. You can also, we've got a few M3s in our lease fleet. So just a thing to consider, if you're looking to buy a bike on the big discount, the build to order promos, heaps of people have been joining our lease program and leasing a bike while you wait for your bike to arrive. So we'll be producing a bit of content. I had a few guys turn up and take their lease bikes and stuff the other day. We interviewed them, so we'll publish that soon. But just a good hack so you don't get super, we're trying to tame you down while you're waiting. So please talk to us about that. Talk to Lisa and the sales team. Get you on a bike so the wait is not a huge problem. Moto 4. So actually Moto 4 and Cruiser 400s, they've been our best seller the last couple of months. They're taking over from the ST250. The 400s have been awesome for us, and I think you guys would have seen we've got really high net promoter scores, which is really the question where we ask, how likely are you to recommend us to a friend? Our net promoter score on people who own 400s is super high. It's one of our best, or probably the best bike we've ever dropped. So Moto 4, Cruiser and ST400 all use the same motor. Now Moto 4s and Cruisers, says here on the water, 11th of September. So basically they're ready to go, about to be on the ship. And once they get here in about 3 weeks, we'll be assembling and dispatching. We've got here, if you're going to place an order for a Moto 4 or Cruiser, expect 90 days. They're super in demand. So if you're someone who wants to take us up on the 400, the big promo, you're saving a few grand off normal ticket price. So it's worth just leasing a bike. Just talk to the team. Consider the risk of delay before you buy it. We never want to trick you into that. But our estimates are as best of an estimate as we can give you based on today. And for the most part, people are getting their bikes in good time. It's just some models have taken longer than others. So for example, the ST400 some people have waited. We actually launched the pre-order, the pre-production promo, which is different to all the bikes that are already in production. But before we had it in production, that started 2 years ago. So some people just backed us and were so patient. So means a lot to us. These people who purchase on build to order, we give a discount as like the enticer, but you back us into being able to put more into production. So it's a win-win. But every model's a bit different. Some people who order ST400s today are going to get their bikes way ahead of the promised 90 days because they're sitting here. So yeah, SS125, we got here 60 to 90 days. Production's underway. I know there's a couple of people who ordered and have waited too long for those, so just a shout out to you guys for your patience. We're getting there, they're in production. It's one of our slower models to produce, so expect November arrival and dispatch for this model. So if you place an order today, 60 to 90 days. Oh, super light, so dirt bikes, MX110, MX125, MX3, MX17. We actually got them sitting here on the floor. So if you want to get a Christmas special for the kids or something, now's the time. They're in stock. We've written here, I think 14 to 28 days dispatch. They're here ready to go. So there's no risk of delay from our side, only your courier getting to your house. But now's the time to get a super light. They're in stock. Good time to get in for Christmas. MX450 people, you've waited too long. I know there's a heap of the MX450's just caught fire. It's been awesome. It's my favorite bike. Going right on Tuesday with the King Lake boys, so shout out to you guys. But yeah, we're looking at 90 days. If you place an order today, expect 90 days. We've had manufacturing delays, so we have been apologising for this model to some people who ordered early and have been delayed. it's underway. It's slower than expected. What do we got here? I think we've put 90 days from order date, but I believe it's going to be end of October, mid-November for delivery of the MX450. So we're just waiting on more specific info. I'm just giving you a general right now. We'll update this page as soon as we've got more info. So stick with us, MX450 people. There's 4 or 5 sitting here in the lease fleet. If you want to lease one, go for a weekend, cut a deal with Lisa and get one, go ride. Yeah, but MX450 been awesome. Motard wheels are in stock. So if you're an MX450 person, things like Motard wheels and those upgrades, they're the ones that all get gobbled up quickly. So especially when the production comes in. So get them early, get your spare parts and your upgrades ready to go. Other than that, electric bicycle, they're here, get them. They're Christmas, summer products. They'll be out of stock in summer, but right now they're in stock. And Moto E, that's a big one. So it's been super hyped up. We've got 240 that we've put out now, so that's pretty awesome. 5,000 and 8,000 watts are here, so pretty reasonable wait times if you order today. And then the 10,000, we've pushed it out to March. So there's been a huge discount on the 10,000. We've put the price up and pushed out the wait time. So yeah, we're refining as we go on these models, and there is a delay with the electric stuff. They've been super popular, so please keep that in mind before you order a 10,000 watt. If you have ordered a 10,000 watt, Lisa and the sales team and the dealer team have got deals to be able to swap you into the 8,000 or the 5,000, so keep it in mind. All right, I think that's the end of my delivery updates. Got any questions for me, Peppy? Oh, great questions. That's the dirt bike, the electric dirt bike. Really just it was one of those things where we saw the electric market on the road as the opportunity. So we stopped it. We had to laser focus. We've been really trying to focus on our street legal stuff. So no plans to put dirt stuff back into production yet. So stay tuned.
Will the Lecky brand be released in Australia? Is it the same as the Moto E?
Great question. So if that person probably followed our capital raising, we've got some really exciting stuff happening with the electric stuff. Just stay tuned. Basically, I'm not allowed to say much about that yet. Really exciting stuff happening in our whole electric space. So stay tuned. It's yeah, we're working on some cool stuff there. So a big question we get here as well is a lot about our warranty program. So if you're looking to get a bike, warranty is a super awesome way to offset your risk. Obviously our goal is to be the best value manufacturer in the country. So we do big warranty promises. You got to pay $250 to opt into it, but big warranty to try and make you comfortable if you're looking at a Honda or a Kawasaki that you're familiar with, but maybe you've only just started hearing about BRAP. We're trying to make big promises like that. Works awesome. Most people get it. And I think the big thing with that at the moment is with our leasing program, if you're able to trial types of bikes. So if you're not sure what you want to buy, join the leasing program, get a bike that's available. So sometimes you might hear me talk about a bike that you love on our leasing program, but it might be out of stock at the moment or on lease at the moment. Pay your joining fee, get in on whatever bike's available, and you can put yourself first in line for whatever bike you want as they become available. So good way to just get riding. So yeah, well, I'm sure there's heaps of other questions that come through. We've got like 3 phones going here, so we'll just answer in the comments. And yeah, sorry, you got one more?
I've just got one more question coming through. Do we ship our products to the United States?
US guys, go brapusa.com. So yeah, shout out to anyone who's watching this from outside of Australia. Our distribution stuff has been really slow, but we do have bikes in Michigan. We've got a warehouse in Niles, Michigan, with bikes in it right now, and we're building our US partnerships and footprint and scaling up, ready to smash the US, but it's a big beast, so we're wrestling that one. So cool. All right, well, I said I'd take about this much time, so what time is it, Peppy?
3:15.
Oh, there you go. We've punched it out. So, all right. Thank you guys for listening. Super grateful to anyone who's joined us and riding with us. It means a lot to us. We come here because we just love motorcycling and we love helping you get on a bike. Whether you're new to the sport or you've been riding forever, chat to us. We've been doing this, or I've been doing this in my family for 18 years. So I'm sure whatever questions you have, we would have heard before. And yeah, thanks to anyone who supports us online. It means a lot to us. Talk soon. Right.